Yeah, I look back at the season and just once again, I can't just be anything but grateful for the teammates I have, the coaches that I have, the organizations, the city of Houston, the fans, and I look back and I just feel like I let people down.
Let's
One
talk about the
interception. Yeah.
interceptions.
Yeah.
On the very first interception, this looks like he comes out of the pocket and then he overthrows Christian Kirk. Now he's got Christian Kirk on the sideline. He throws off the back foot because there's a guy hitting him from the edge, and he launches it to Christian Kirk. And he's got space underneath Christian Kirk to throw a shorter pass and hit him in front of him. This is the one time one of his passes should have been short, because it should have stopped him and made him turn around to catch it. Instead, he overthrows it, interception.
There's a lot of stuff you don't really talk about. And everybody's like, we're sitting on the couch talking about this. Bro, it's basically snowing there. It's super cold. He's not used to those conditions. They talked about how he threw a ball at the beginning of the game and hit a lineman's face mask and cut his finger, so his fingers are on his throwing hand. We're not talking about all those things.
He didn't use that as an excuse.
Yeah,
I love that he didn't use that as an excuse.
Nobody's talking about any of those things, but those are all things that are definitely altering the ball path, the how he's throwing, and he's still throwing the ball. That's one other thing too. Is like, I feel like he's throwing these picks, and you would think, oh man, we're gonna run to something else. We can't, because Woody Marshall's only got 17 rushing yards, bro. We can't really run.
It relies on
else,
CJ's shoulders.
Yeah,
and I like that you said that. That's a good insert. His second interception comes on a play action pass. He hits his play action. He's going left. The guy who's supposed to be his check down is actually his first read, and he gets tripped up. But when I'm watching, CJ immediately sees the defense coming towards him. And I was so upset after this one, because rather than go down with the ball or throw it away, he tries to make the play, and then he gets hit while he's throwing it because he waited a second too late anyways, and just throws it up there. That thing stays in the air for a long time, and they come down with it. That's his second interception, and that is the one that turned into a pick six.
That one, and I think that one was a big momentum shift. But I also, at the beginning, seeing the angle of the film that we're watching, I was like, man, what's he doing? Like, who is he throwing it to? And then when they show the other angle, I see Hutchinson, I think is who he was. Or it might have been Higgins, because Higgins was all over the field.
Somebody was out there.
I saw
see somebody was out there, and he made that play like one time before too, where he was just about to get hit and he launched it, and he ends up hitting. I think that was Schultz before he went out. It was early in the game where that worked for him. It did not work for him this time. Let's talk about his third interception. His third interception is one that I don't believe was his fault, because he hit Higgins. Matter of fact, I'm going to give Higgins 90% of the blame here, because he hit Higgins in both hands, and Higgins didn't come down with it. Now, 10% got to go to CJ, because Higgins has a really big catch radius because he's a big receiver. If he does not have to leave his feet for that pass, if he don't have to reach that high up, he should have been right here in the chest. Yeah. I want to say he would have got it, but he missed one of those.
My son wouldn't even watch the game, but he's in there playing Fortnite. And I'm like, bro, come watch this. Because Christian Kirk, in the first quarter, I think, there's a ball that slips through his hands, hits him in the numbers, and bounces off. And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it was
terrible.
And
as I said, son, that's why you catch the ball with your hands and not your pads, because it bounces off. I'm talking like an old
That's good.
And it's the truth, but
that's good. But that's one of them plays that I looked at and said, yo, if he had Nico out there, bro, that's hands. That's the hands team right there. He would have came down with that. Yes, third interception may not have been all his fault, because he threw it, he hit Higgins in both hands, and he missed it. On this fourth interception, he does another play action. He's rolling out to his left, and he throws a pass towards the sideline on the run, and he underthrows that pass. It ends up behind him. Remember, you said he dotted that touchdown pass. And that touchdown pass, bro, Higgins had to jump up. Was it Higgins or Kirk? It was one of them. And he had to jump up and turn around in order to catch that pass. It wasn't a dot. It was one that was saved from being an interception, because he stopped and used his body to block it. In this case, dude undercuts the route. CJ throws it too short. He throws it behind his receiver. Bro comes in, takes it from him, and gets his knee down in bounds. That's his 4th interception, bro. And honestly, when you think about your quarterback, a young quarterback throwing 4 interceptions, like, you had to know
That
his
hurt,
mind
bro.
was going crazy in this game.
That hurt, bro.
And then,
they said
you already
that,
know what you're
one of the
seeing.
commentators used the analogy, man, I bet it said spinning. And I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I heard him say that. That might have been Troy Aikman. Yeah, because he's never been in a game like that. He's never been in a game like that where things are just going so wrong. And so I feel for him, and I really think this was a good opportunity to learn, because he's only 23 years old, just finished his 3rd season. So I like that he was out there. But what I like more is that he didn't get benched for it.
Yeah.
What I like more is that he stayed out there, because I've seen a Drew Brees, I've seen a Eli Manning, a Peyton Manning, Tom Brady at times early in their career where they threw several interceptions and stayed in the game, had to sit through the boos, had to sit through whatever they was getting from their teammates and the crowd.
That's how
and
it should be,
eventually
though.
became all-time greats.
As a coach, I was gonna say it was crazy here because I was watching the game with my mother-in-law. She's like, he's a baby. She's talking about CJ Strouds. He's a baby. Let him. And I'm like, it's his 3rd year. He should be. She's right though. Like, he's a young quarterback, bro, and he's still got a lot of mistakes to make. I love that D'Amico Ryan sat down. I watched the snippet from D'Amico and CJ, and D'Amico talked about how he's like, he made a lot of great things happen this year. That's a lot of things that we don't talk about. We talk about this one game. We're isolating one game. He messed up. He didn't play well. Okay, but a lot this year he also did a lot of great things. And he got us. He got us where we needed to get to with him.
For sure.
And that defense, and number 1 defense.
I think that, and I do think that he had a great run. Now, the one thing you keep seeing online is the idea that Davis Mills should have replaced him. Yeah. Now, I was debating with Adam, but I don't want to go to that one. The rest of these people, bro, they don't be knowing what they talking about. That's such a feelings-based argument to go with. Bro, it is such a feelings-based, because you can't put him in based on no real facts pointing to whether or not he was gonna win this game. Here's what I can tell you about Davis Mills. Davis Mills started for the Texans for 2 seasons. On Davis Mills' watch, he finished with, out of both seasons combined, there's under 5 wins there. Davis Mills at quarterback is why we was in a position to pick CJ Strouds 2nd overall. You got to be bad to get the 2nd overall pick. Then, from that point, he loses his job to a rookie CJ who takes us to the playoffs all 3 years he been there. And I'm just saying that from that point, you got CJ Stroud, and I believe he wins a playoff game each year too. Yeah. So you got him winning a playoff game, losing one, winning one, then losing one, winning one, made history then losing
too.
one.
This is the first time we would have got past the spot. We hadn't got past the spot yet. We had to win this game. We've gotten here. We just hadn't won it before. So.
Now, what people are saying is that Davis Mills, he won 3 in the middle of the season, and that qualifies him to go out there and win this game. But if you look at it, and a different type of player, if you look at it, his numbers in those wins, they was game manager numbers. So when you think about a higher leverage game where we're going to have to lean on you to go make a play, several plays, deep plays, nothing in Davis Mills' past tells you that he's gonna come out in your playoff game and win, because he's never played a playoff game. He's never played in a high leverage game up to this stature. He won as many games. He has as many career wins. As a matter of fact, he has less career wins than CJ has wins this season. Just this season.
It doesn't make any sense, man.
So,
the people that think that stuff, I don't know if y'all were around. I don't know if these are bandwagon fans. I don't know where y'all been. But I don't know if y'all remember when we had Tom Savage, Case Keenum, Brock Osweiler. It was a revolving door, bro. Like, it was a revolving door at QB, and I thought I couldn't stand it. I thought it was like we didn't know. It was like Russian roulette, bro. Like, we didn't know what we was gonna get on any given day. Yeah. CJ Stroud we know, yes, people have bad games, people mess up, but I think you ride with your quarterback. And that was my thing too, is I'm wondering, like, man, is the defense, is this team going, man, bro, come on. Are they picking them up, or are they heads down? And bro, I think everybody was riding with him, dog.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, they Mills Mafia and them fans, they ought to be glad CJ lost. They ought to be glad the Texans lost here, because if CJ stay out there and we win that game after everything y'all said and put online, it's gonna be guys like me collecting jerseys. You ain't a fan, you can't be here no more. I seen places where you get hanged for treason, talking about because it's bad, somebody should be replaced. Like, you ought to be glad, because guy like me will see you walking around in your Texans jersey, and then I gotta say, oh, this you, huh? You Mills Mafia?
You heard him. He said we pulling
you
cards. You
jump ship when things look bad?
We pulling cards. Let me get that. Here. We've been
Let
here.
me get that, yo.
We ain't going nowhere.
Oh, God, yo.
You said bear me the H. But, hey, this is my question to you.